you! What up? Welcome to my channel. Welcome back. Maryam here. And it's time! It's happening. Sephora Savings Event. Spring 2023 Sephora VIB sale is right around the corner. So today's video is going to be my current Sephora VIB sale recommendations, just in time for spring. As you may already know, if you are an Insider member, you will get 10% off. If you are a Rouge member, you will get 20% off. And if you are a VIB member, you will get 30% off. But everyone who is an Insider or not an Insider will get 30% off of the Sephora collection from April 14th through the 24th, or 10% off everything on those dates. So all you have to do is use the code SAVENOW. So this is the best time of the year to shop for makeup, especially on items that you may want to splurge on. And sometimes you may not even know what those items are. So this is what this video is for, to give you some helpful recommendations. I have very meticulous notes that I took. I come very well prepared for these videos. And as I was going down the Sephora website, I was actually feeling kind of warm and fuzzy over the fact that I have tried almost every single product that is available at Sephora. I will say 90% of the products available at Sephora, if not 95, I have actually tried. I think I may be the perfect person to recommend some of these things for you. Did I mention that you should subscribe to my channel if you aren't already? Yeah, let's do that. Let's subscribe to the channel, notification bell for Wednesdays and Sundays videos, and now let's get into it. Sephora VIB Spring Sale 2023 recommendations for you. Okay, so before I begin, as you can see, I'm already wearing a face full of makeup. I'm wearing some of the products that I'm going to be mentioning today, though not all of them. I do want to give you several options in every single category, so in the primer, in the foundation, and so on. And I want to give you a splurge item. I also want to give you some medium range priced items. But basically, I also want to mention that I am someone who is oily and acne prone. Some of the foundations recommendations will be products that have worked for my skin, though if you are a skin type that's totally different from me, I do have some recommendations for your skin type as well. So I've pretty much tried to cover as much ground with this video as possible. Well, let's jump right into it. All right, I even laid out these products in front of me just so I can show you rather than just talk about it. So it took me a minute to get ready for this video and to go through my entire mini Sephora stash that I have here at home that I'm so blessed to have. And I'm so lucky to be working with all these brands and to be able to get to know all of these products. Honestly, filming a video like this is like a full circle moment for me. It just really makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I'm on the right path with my career. I'm doing the right thing. And so, yeah, I'm just excited to share all of my knowledge and just all of this positive energy with you guys. So, in the primer category, I cannot not mention the DANESSA MYRICKS Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder in the universal shade, which is a clear. As you can tell, I have hit pan quite a while ago, and I'm still using this religiously every day. This is a product that contains an ingredient called Upsolite, and there aren't too many brands on the market right now that are using this. Upsolite is known to control oil better than talc, better than mica, better than a lot of ingredients. It controls oils, I believe, up to 75%. So it is incredibly beneficial to oil producing skin like mine, especially if you have any sort of texture because of enlarged pores or acne, things like that. This is really great for not only controlling the oil, but also smoothing the surface of your skin. So this is the one product I don't actually have a price for, but I'll pop it up. And it's something that I would absolutely recommend it. This is one of my favorite things that I use. Similarly, I use the color version of it for bronzing. I use a lighter shade for foundation, for highlighting, so on and so forth. But I'll get to that in a minute. Another primer that I have been really liking lately is actually the One Size Secure the Sweat. This one is $34. And what I have written here in my notes is that although this is also oil controlling, this is actually great for full coverage makeup. This is great if you want your foundation, especially full coverage foundation, to last a long time. So they are in a sense a little bit different. Whereas this is an all-over mattifying, smoothing, oil controlling type of product, it may not necessarily work underneath every single foundation, whereas this is specifically formulated to be worn under foundation. And I really like it, though some people have experienced pilling with this product, and in order to avoid that, basically you have to let this product sit on your face for at least a minute or two to let it absorb and set before applying foundation. Okay, and in the splurge category, I am still loving my YSL Idole Touche Eclat primer. This one is incredible. It looks delicious, like liquid gold or honey, I don't know. And this is one of those products that's just like an all-around skin perfecting type of product. It is pricey at 56 bucks, but a little bit does go a long way. I've had this for a while, at least, I want to say 2 years. Hopefully it's not expired yet, but it's probably on its way. I still use this. This is still really great. So if you've ever wanted to try something luxurious, something that definitely works, that definitely makes your skin look and feel better, this is the splurge item. All right, in the foundation category, I actually have quite a number of products. I also have some BB and CC creams as well as tinted moisturizers. So let me just go ahead and start with the obvious choice. The obvious choice is my current favorite foundation, which is the HAUS Labs Triclone Foundation. This is $45. I use shade 26 Light Medium Cool. Cool because their cools run olive, so keep that in mind. If you are looking for a shade match and if you are olive, then you are actually a cool in HAUS Labs. This is an incredible formula. It works for so many different skin types, not just my oily, but also dry and normal skin types. This is a very flexible formula. It is infused with arnica, I believe, which also kind of helps smooth the skin and soothe the skin, especially redness and things like that. I love shearing it out with like a serum or something that will make it a little bit more moldable and just like a little bit sheer. It is a very flexible go-to type of foundation for me. I use it all the time. Still my fave since actually my last Sephora VIB recommendations video, which was back in like November. I don't think I have found a better foundation, a better newer foundation rather, at Sephora since then. An all-time favorite foundation from Sephora, though they definitely don't carry this shade, is the Kogendo Aqua Foundation. This is a splurge at $96. And I think I might have talked about this before in my very first Sephora VIB sale recommendations video. I think that one was just focusing on like the splurges, and this was the splurge foundation, and it is still the splurge foundation. This is your wedding day foundation. In fact, I used this on one of my best friends this summer. She was getting married in Barcelona and I was doing her makeup. This is the foundation that I used. I used shade 143. It is not sold at Sephora, but another popular shade, 123, both of these are like on the olive warm medium side, is in stock at Sephora. So if you want to splurge and if you're not a 143, then this is your chance. Otherwise, it is actually available on the Kogendo site. So I haven't actually talked about the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Foundation in a minute, but it's one of my favorite ones. I love it because it is such a sheer formula and so many different shades actually match me, which is why I'm holding on to a brand new one, because it is shade medium 15. I'm not currently a medium 15. I'm more like a 14, I think. But a 15 works for me as well, especially if I want to look just a little bit more sun-kissed or a little bit more golden. They all have slightly different undertones, but because it's such a sheer, beautifying, perfecting formula, the shades really stretch. So I'm impressed with this one. 68 bucks. Again, not cheap, but it's the sale, so if you are a Rouge member or a VIB member, you can save some dollars. All right, so those are the three foundations that I actually wanted to talk about. The next few products are going to be in the tinted moisturizer slash BB creams. You already know I'm a huge, massive fan of CALIRAY Free Dreaming Skin Wellness Diffusing Tint. CALIRAY was founded by the founder of Urban Decay, Wendy Zomner. This is totally different from Urban Decay, but it is also very much Wendy. This is a sustainable line. It uses clean ingredients, and this particular skin tint is incredible. It is one of my absolute faves. I use this all the time. Shade 8 is what I use. I wear this to the gym. I wear this whenever I need to be out the door in 2 minutes. This is what I put on. This is 40 bucks. Sounds like I may need a refill very soon. Another fave is the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue. This is a tinted hydrating gel cream with SPF 30. I wear shade Ginger, and this is a shade that for some reason works for me in the wintertime or in the summertime, again, because it's very sheer, but it is very stretchy. And what I like about this one is that it's a one and done. It absolutely does not need to be set. Similar with the CALIRAY, this does not need to be set with powder. In fact, I think it actually both of these work better when they're just worn alone with nothing else. I love them. I love them. I love them. I love them. I am never gonna stop recommending them. Amazing products. And the one that I'm actually wearing on my skin today is a product that I haven't really reached for in a while because I didn't really have a use for it as of yet, but it's a product that I do like. It's Dr. JART BB Premium Beauty Balm. So this has niacinamide, it hydrates, conceals, it protects, and it has broad spectrum SPF 40. So this video is actually pre-filmed. I am heading to Puerto Rico in just a couple of days. So this is the product that I'm going to be taking with me to Puerto Rico. This is going to be my foundation because this is probably one of the most full coverage skin tints or BB creams that I've ever tried. Granted, they don't have very many shades, as K-beauty brands typically do not. They only have 4 shades in this particular product. The 2 that I can wear are light medium, and also the medium to tan. I'm gonna take the tan one with me because I'm expecting to get a little bit more color. Right now I'm wearing a mixture of both. And honestly, this makes me feel very much done up without that heavy feeling. So I really like this one. This is pricey at $44, but like I said, it's got niacinamide, SPF 40, and this is 40, and this is $37. All right, let's move on to concealer and corrector. In the corrector category, I have been loving the HENRIKSEN Banana Bright Plus Vitamin CC Stick. So this is a skincare to makeup hybrid. This is literally your under eye cream meets a color corrector stick or a concealer. I use shade Banana, Yellow, and also shade Apricot, which is like a peach. Literally, these are the products that I wear together when I go to the gym, when I just need to brighten up my under eye and make it look a little bit more awake. And I also don't really treat this as a makeup product. I pat this in as I do with skincare. I really, really like it. I like the entire HENRIKSEN Banana Bright line, and the fact that they now have these CC crayons, it's what I wanted. It's what I'm happy to see. These are $34 each. Light coverage, skincare to makeup hybrid. What more could you ask for? In the concealer category, I'm just gonna give you a couple. A concealer that is super trusty from Sephora. My number one pick would be the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I use shade Custard, medium 1, for the under eye to brighten. I use shade Ginger for spot concealing. I love the fact that the wand is super, super, super tiny and precise. You can literally dot it onto your imperfections, let it sit there, buff it out, and it works. $32, stands the test of time, popular product, popular for a good reason. Another product that I really love is the LANCOME Idole Ultra Wear All Over Concealer. And the reason why they call it all over is because you can use it all over. Not just on the under eye, you can also use it on spots. What's great about this one is that it features a much larger wand, so if you need to use this all over your face, you can. So it really is a very versatile product, but you do need to have an exact shade match because this is pretty pigmented. This is pretty potent. It will cover everything, but it doesn't look like makeup. You can really sheer this out to make it look like your skin, or better. $29, can't complain. And last but not least, for my dry skin girlies and boys, KOSAS Revealer Concealer would be at the top of my list. This is actually a product that is better on dry skin, and I can't necessarily wear this in the under eye because this will crease on me, but I still use this. I still keep this around because I like to use this in the areas that I like to brighten, say around my nose or maybe in between my brows, areas that won't crease as easily as my under eye. I think the formula is really, really great, really, really creamy, really easy on the skin. Excellent. $30. Let's move on to powder. All right, in the powder category, I have 3 recommendations. Number 1 being the Bare Minerals Original Mineral Veil. I've been loving this for so long. It is just a genius product. This is what I use to get rid of pores, and I actually did not use it today because I wanted to show you what this looks like on camera, and I actually don't have the brush that I typically use. I believe it's finally dirty, but I just wanted to show you, as I always do, how great this works. In order for it to work its best, you need a super, super dense brush, kind of like this. This is a Tarte brush, though I'm not sure if they still make it. I actually just keep it around to look good because it's nice and gold. Look how brilliantly it smooths my texture. This is why it's a must-have product for anyone who is oily skin, for anyone who has any sort of texture pores, bumps. It works on all of those smaller types of imperfections. I'm not talking about like big major bumps or major wrinkles, nothing like that. But if you have minimal texture issues, then this is the product for you. It is $33, super smoothing, you gotta have it. Another product that I love from Sephora is the Laura Mercier Tone Up Rose Translucent Loose Setting Powder. So now we all know the original. This is actually not the original, this is the jumbo, but you know what I'm talking about. The original Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. I like that one, but I don't love it as much as I love the rose, because the rose is what I like to use in my under eye to brighten and to just bring that little bit of pinkiness to the under eye, which also looks so great with blush. It looks so great in the outer corner with your highlighter. Great for brightening, 43 bucks, kind of a splurge. And another product that I would call probably my favorite all-around powder from Sephora is definitely the One Size Translucent Setting Powder. It is very smoothing. It is super reliable when it comes to setting your makeup, making it last all day. There's two sizes, a mini travel size and also a jumbo. The jumbo one is $34. I actually don't have it handy. I guess I forgot to pack it in here, but you know what I'm talking about. This is what it looks like. I recommend it. I will say one other thing, and perhaps this is not the video for what I'm about to say, but for the longest time, I was the biggest fan of Charlotte Tilbury's Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder. Oh my god, I almost forgot how to say it. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because I actually ran out of my shade 2 that I would always use. I still have shade 1 and shade 3 that I still use, but I ran out of shade 2, which is what I would typically use on like a daily basis to set my face. And then I discovered Essence 16-Hour Cover and Last. This is a drugstore powder, and this has absolutely replaced Charlotte Tilbury's Airbrush Flawless Finish powder in shade 2 for me. I believe these are dupes, absolutely, and this is a fraction of the price. And of course I fit pan, but I love this powder. I use it in the shade Macadamia number 10. I just have to throw that out there. Not a Sephora product, but just jot it down. I'll also include it in the links below. Powder's done. Let's move on to blush. If you are an oily gal like me, if you have some texture issues, you will love the DANESSA MYRICKS Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder Flushed Blush. So this is from the same collection, or rather from the same family of products as the Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder, except this is a blush and there's gorgeous shades and they work just as well. So if you just want to apply a little bit of blush on your bare skin and be out the door and not worry about oils and not worry about longevity, this is the product for you. This is $25, which I think is not bad actually. The colors are really, really gorgeous. I actually do have a video on all of them, swatching them, so check it out before you make that purchase. What else? I can't not mention Rare Beauty's Soft Pinch Liquid Blush, one of my absolute favorite liquid blushes out there. It is so good. It is so easy on the skin, so pigmented, just so glorious. My favorite shades are Hope and Happy. I have Happy in little mini travel size. These are excellent. And by the way, the mini will go a long way because you really don't need a lot of product. They are so pigmented that this is honestly probably an even better size than the large size. Love them. 23 bucks, not really a splurge, but if you are getting a bunch of product and you're just looking to get that awesome blush that's liquid, look no further than Rare Beauty. Ooh, another blush that I'm really loving at the moment, and it's actually the one that I'm wearing on my face right now, is actually the Too Faced Cloud Crush Blurring Blush. This one really surprised me. It's such a stunning, smoothing, blurring type of formula. If you have problematic skin and maybe even you're not an expert at blush or applying blush, this is a great blush to start with. It's kind of foolproof. It's for beginners. It's got gorgeous, gorgeous shades, not just bright shades, but also wearable shades. I'm wearing this shade right now called Golden Hour, and it's just like the most subtle but visible, beautiful blush. I love it. It smells very fragrant, but I forgive it because I actually really like the scent. 29 bucks for that one. All right, in the bronzer category, I'm gonna go ahead and recommend the DANESSA MYRICKS Blurring Balm Powder again. So just choose a shade that's a bronzer shade for you. I use shade 7, which actually is a little bit on the olive side, so it looks very natural on me, but if you want to go deeper for like a more contoured look, you can. But personally, I really love this. I use this all the time. Also, I can't not mention my beloved NARS Bronzing Cream in the shade Laguna 2 and Laguna 3. This, first of all, smells like Bora Bora. It smells so good. It smells like vacation. The colors are so right. The formula is so creamy and so easy to use. I really love these. These are pricey, 38 bucks. But there's enough product to last you a while in here. All right, and if you are looking for a powder bronzer or contour, look no further than One Side Made for Shade Bronzing Trio, this one. I use the light trio because I don't like a heavy bronze look on me. So I always mix the lightest shade and sometimes the darkest shade just to give myself a little bit of variety on my face. I really, really like this one.
I like it. Like with the hair, the color of the brown.
Well, thank you.
The t-shirt, the color of the brown skin.
Well, thank you. I just got a compliment from my blush. But anyway, I was actually talking about a bronzer. Video cut off. What I was saying was that although this is also $38, not super inexpensive, but you get 3 different shades. You get a giant mirror, nice solid packaging. I like it a lot. And then if you're solely looking for a contour type of product, there's really only one contour product that I reach for from Sephora. It is the Fenty Matchstix. I use shade Mocha. Again, this is kind of a lighter shade to contour with. So think a little bit more natural as opposed to super chiseled. But this is what I like because my face is already on the chiseled side. I don't want to make myself look manly or not soft. This is what I use. I love this. Always been a fave. 32 bucks. All right, we've got the highlighter category. I'm gonna give you a couple of different options. One of my recent favorite highlighters is from Rare Beauty as well, and it is their powder highlighter. My favorite shades are the Exhilarate, which is a champagne gold, and also Mesmerize, which is like a pink champagne shade. I love these because they are so blinding. They are so beautiful. This is a baked formula, so it feels super, super soft. I'm not gonna put too much on because I already have some stuff on. But basically, I love this one. It's really great. It's not super inexpensive at $25, but there's a reason why people like it. It's a good product. If you are someone who is looking for that model off-duty type of glow, look no further than DANESSA MYRICKS Vision Flush Highlighter. These are $20 each, so not super inexpensive, not super expensive. So not super expensive. There's a variety of shades for different skin tones. One of my favorite shades is shade Tiara. It is just the most gorgeous, perfect champagne shade ever. That's gonna work for a multitude of skin tones. What I like about this one is its unique formula. It goes on liquid, but almost a little bit balmy. So there is a little bit of stickiness with this product, but when it dries down so natural and so beautiful. I'm not wearing it today because my hair is down and I don't want it sticking to my hair, but if your hair is up, away from your face, this will give you that model off-duty type of glow. Highly recommend. All right, and so now onto the splurge highlighters. I can't not recommend the Dior Backstage Quad. This is an all-time fave, and it is the one that I am wearing today. It is super forgiving on texture. It definitely gives the glow. It gives you kind of like a blinding glow, but it is just so luxe and it's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful product. I love this particular compact. This is shade Universal. You have like a very pale gold, you have a champagne, you have a bronze, and also a pink. So there's variety in this palette. And although it's $45, like I said, there's 4 shades. This is a classic. You can't go wrong with this. And I feel like this is something that would work for anyone, whether you're young or whether you're older. This is just a great, solid highlighter. And last but not least, I actually did not write this in my notebook here. For some reason, I didn't catch it on the Sephora website, but I know it's there because I got it from there. I am talking about the biggest splurge in the highlighter category, Westman Atelier Lit Up Glow Highlighter Stick at $48. This is the most expensive looking glow. I don't know why it looks expensive. Perhaps the formula is just so good, and the color, specifically the one that I'm using, which is shade Lit, it's like a glassy iridescent type of color. It just gives the glassiest finish to your skin, and it looks expensive. It's just like the best way that I can describe it. It looks like you got your makeup done. So if you want to look like you got your makeup done professionally, this is the product that you need because it definitely provides that sort of appeal. Links below. I'm like finishing up the first page of my recommendations and then I have a whole other page. So yeah, brace yourselves because I'm about to talk about some eyeshadow palettes. In this video, I'm actually gonna go ahead and recommend 3 eyeshadow palettes, and in no particular order. The first one being the Makeup by Mario Master Mattes eyeshadow palette. This is $50. It's got the perfect everyday neutral shades. So if you are someone who needs to define your eye, who needs to brighten it or contour it, if you have deep set sunken eyes, you need to bring them out, this is the palette for you. If you have monolids and you just need to define the outer corners a little bit or make your eyes stand out, this is the palette for you. I feel like it's a universal palette. The shades are so great. They are so smart. These are well thought of, well laid out skin tone shades that will really do the job. So right now I'm wearing a couple of shades just like here in the outer corner, just to give my eye a little bit of definition. Also there's a black in here, so if you're looking for a good black, this one is really great. One of the most pigmented blacks ever. Great for every day. You can get lots of use from this palette. And of course you can also get very creative and do avant-garde looks with it, creases or whatnot, but for every day, this is the one. For spring, I can't not mention Natasha Denona's pastel palette. This is one of my favorite palettes. It is just so happy. It's so bright. I love that these pastels are not chalky, they are creamy in fact, and they look so good as just like a wash of color on your lid or even a pop of color. You can do monochromatic looks with it because there's matching shimmery as well as matte shades. You can do color block looks. You can do so much with this palette. Although it may look a little bit intimidating because not everyone's going to be drawn to these shades, I think this is actually quite a fun palette, especially for spring and going into summer. Right now I'm wearing this shade here, Limoncello, right on my inner corners and also in my brow bone. And it is just such a unique pale yellow with blue, with cool blue flecks. I've never seen anything like it. And I feel like Natasha Denona is just so creative when it comes to colors, when it comes to formulas, when it comes to like putting these palettes together. I love it. This is a $69 palette. So if you want to splurge, now would be the time to splurge. But for the real splurge, I am going to recommend the one and only DANESSA MYRICKS Lightwork Volume 4 Transcendence Palette. This one right here that I love so much. This is a totally different vibe from the other two palettes, but if you have these three, you probably don't need any other eyeshadow palettes in your life because within these three palettes, you're kind of covered for life. This palette is incredible because the textures, the finishes, the artistry behind these incredible colors is just so otherworldly. It's so out there that it just leaves me speechless. Every time I look at this, this makes me want to like just get down and play with makeup, you know? So right now I'm wearing the shade Divinity on my lid. This is probably my most worn shade from this palette because it's such a unique gold. You can pick up just a little bit for a soft sparkle moment, or you can literally swipe it across your lid for a full-on gold moment. But the fact that this gold isn't too yellow or too orange, it's just like that perfect sandy type of natural looking gold. It is extremely, extremely flattering and wearable. Also, these two shades here are chrome flakes, but they're in a jelly formula, so they're really easy to use and manipulate. All of these are duo chromes and trio chromes. You've got crushed crystals in here. These two are wet to dry type of eyeshadows. I mean, it's just fun. And although it's $125, if you are a Rouge member, you can save. So I would recommend that you save and splurge. Let's talk about mascaras. Currently, I am liking two mascaras from Sephora. It is the Fenty Hella Thick mascara. This one is new. It's a thickening mascara that's supposed to give you volume. Some people don't like it. My sister is one of those people. Her lashes are straight like mine, but they are long, and so she thought this product was a little bit too clumpy. But for someone like myself, my lashes are very, very short and they're very straight. This is just enough for me. This is perfect for me to give me a little bit more volume and keep my lashes looking feathery and soft. This is $19. Not bad. And another mascara that I actually really like from Sephora is the Tower 28 Make Waves mascara. This one right here. I do believe this went viral on TikTok, so a lot of people signed up to get it. This is $20. I'm wearing it right now. It is very clean. It gives you that super precise lash look. Like, it definitely coats every single lash. I can't say that it makes my lashes look longer, but it definitely makes them look better. It makes them look like there's more of them. They're like well separated. So as opposed to to the Fenty one that makes them look feathery and thicker, this one makes them look super, super defined. So that's the difference. I like both. All right, the next couple of categories are probably dominated by products outside of Sephora. Keep that in mind. But let's talk about some pencil liners. My favorite pencil liners from Sephora are definitely the Makeup Forever Artist Color pencils. They are $22. You can use them on your lips, on your eyes. You can use them in the brows, however and wherever you can use them. They are great. So those are probably the only ones that I would recommend for you. Everything else you can definitely get at the drugstore and at a fraction of the price. In the liquid liner category, again, same thing. Unless it's a dippy liner, I'm not really reaching for it. Although I like the Benefit They're Real Extreme Precision Liner, which is a brush stroke type of liner with fibers, these dry out way too quickly. And for me to be spending however much these cost, 24 or 25 whatever dollars, I'd rather just get the dupes from L'Oreal or Maybelline at a fraction of the cost from the drugstore. You know what I'm trying to say? Again, the liner category to me is where Makeup Forever really excels. So for me, I really like their Aqua Resist Color Inks because these are dippy liners. So this is not a product that will dry out. In fact, it'll wear and work for a long time. So these are the ones that I would recommend from Sephora. These are $29, so definitely pricier, and you can find similar products at the drugstore or at Target or wherever. But the only difference with the Makeup Forever one is that there's actually multiple colors. You have pinks and whites and all that stuff, and they're really good quality. So that's why I'm mentioning them. So yeah, if you're looking for liquid liners, just go to the drugstore, unless it's a dippy liner from Makeup Forever, or unless it's a pencil liner that you can use all over the face, which is also Makeup Forever. Those are the only products that I would recommend in this category. Again, both from Makeup Forever. Otherwise, save your coin. So the brow category, in my opinion, is owned by two brands. One being Benefit, which is sold at Sephora. I really love their 24-hour brow setter. This is an amazing brow gel that gives you the laminated look. This is what I'm wearing right now to not only set but glue down my eyebrows. And I also really love their Precisely My Brow pencil. There's a number of products that I love from Benefit, specifically in the brow category, and I would recommend them to you. However, I am also very much a NYX brow girl. So NYX is a cheaper brand that is sold at the drugstore. I love their Lift and Snatch brow pens for drawing those individual brush strokes. It's a fraction of the cost of what's sold at Sephora, so I'm just mentioning it. Also, the reason why I say that the brow category is absolutely owned by Sephora is because guess who was the product development for the original core brow products from Benefit? I'll wait. And then I'll tell you. It was the one and only DANESSA MYRICKS. That's right. At the time when Benefit launched their brow products, DANESSA MYRICKS was working for Benefit, and she was actually the product development person for this brow launch, which is why these products are so great, because DANESSA really knows what she's doing. So, ooh! I actually have one more favorite product that I almost failed to mention, and it is a new fave that I probably forgot to put in my tray here, but it is the Lawless Soft Fill Shape Up Pencil. This is a $21 pencil. It's got a spoolie on one end and the product on the other end. What I like this product for is for a quick, on the go, like out the door in 1 minute type of brow fill. Nothing too serious. It's got a beautiful powdery finish. Very, very easy on coarse brows like mine. Also, thick brows like mine. This is something that works. It's not waxy. It's easy. I like it. Next category is the falsies category, and to me, at Sephora, there's really only one brand of falsies that I like, which is House of Lashes. Outside of that, I feel like Kiss has really dominated the false lash category over the past couple of years. Not only did they launch Falscara, which is an incredible product, something that I wear more often than I actually wear falsies nowadays. Also, if you're looking for just really great false lashes, they have tons of styles, tons of varieties, and it's at a fraction of the cost. So I just wouldn't feel right if I sent you to Sephora for some false lashes when you can clearly get the better ones at Kiss. Lip category is next, and it is also our final category, which brings me to one of my new favorite discoveries, the Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme Lip Shaper. So this is the first of its kind lip plumping lip liner that I love so much. First of all, I love the packaging with the little button on the back. Really does feel like a injection. This is shade Hot and Spicy, which on me looks pretty nude and natural, like the color of my lips. What I like about this one is that it works, it stings so good, and it definitely plumps up your lips. If you want to wear this all over, of course you can, but for me, I specifically like it to outline my lip shape, to make it swell up in the lip line, and a little bit underneath where I overline, and also a little bit above. This is something that works. And moreover, it feels like it works, so it's kind of a win-win. So this is a $24 product. Ooh, it is starting to burn so good already. I love it. I recommend it. So if you're someone who's not sensitive to that burning lip sensation, you will love these the way that I do. I also really do like the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat lip liners. They are really good. Specifically, I like them because they are such natural looking shades that mimic the natural color of lips, and there's multiple shades that look like different lip tones. So that's another recommendation at $25. Similarly with the NARS, I really like their classic pencils that are sharpenable, really, really good. Also Rare Beauty Kind Words at $15. Really nice product, gel-like formula, another great recommendation. And in the lip plumper category, there's really only one. Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme, the one and only. This is the same original formula, and pairing these two together is like exactly what I need in my life. Many brands have tried to compete, but there's only one, and it is this one. 36 bucks for this gloss. There's also a maximum one, but I find that I like the original much better. In the lipstick category, I'm gonna recommend you guys one splurge, which is the Dior Rouge Forever Transfer Proof Matte Lipstick at $45. This one I really think is a unique product because it is the best of both worlds. Not only is it matte and virtually transfer proof, but it is also very comfortable on the lips. So it's a traditional lipstick meets the longevity and staying power of a liquid lipstick. Ooh, my lips are, ooh, they are feeling it right now, and I am feeling so good about it. But yeah, in the liquid lip category, however, I will recommend the Makeup Forever Rouge Artist Forever Matte. Love, love, love that product. I guess I forgot to put both of those into my stash here, but you know the one that I'm talking about, at $25. In the lip gloss category, I have to give it to Makeup by Mario and the new Moisture Glow lip colors. These are so stunning. They are probably the most pigmented gloss I've ever tried, and these are so super glossy. They look practically like vinyl on the lips. I absolutely love them. They are gorgeous. They are beautiful. The colors are just chef's kiss. I love all of them. $24 for those. And last but not least is a lip balm. And my current favorite one is from NARS, and it is the Afterglow Balm. I wear shade Orgasm all the time. It just offers like prettiest shade of pink ever. And another shade that I like for the summer is Laguna, which is like a bronzy shade. Comfortable, but also beautiful. $28 for that. All right, you guys, that brings me to the end of this video. My lips are officially throbbing. They are feeling so, so spicy, like they are being injected with a million little needles, but I love it because it works. I'm gonna wrap up this video. I hope you enjoyed this recommendations video for Sephora's VIB sale for spring 2023. Even if you are not a Sephora Rouge or VIB member, anyone can save 10% on everything at Sephora from the dates that I mentioned, and also 30% off of Sephora collection. All you have to do is sign up and use the code SAVENOW. So with that said, you guys, I'm gonna zoom on out and I'm gonna say peace out. I'm out. More videos over here. Deuces.